Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. My name is Rich Maloney. I'm the CEO and founder of Quality Mind Global, and I'm looking forward to walking you down the path for the next 30 minutes on a complete overview and a deep dive into Quality Mind Global. So you're here because you're a coach, you're a leader, you're a trainer, an educator, a psychologist, a psychotherapist, a doctor, a teacher, an NLP practitioner, hypnotherapist, a career coach, a leadership coach. The list goes on. Okay, but you love helping people. Or you're here because you're looking for a sea change. You're here, get out of the corporate world, run your own business, either be a side hustle or a full-time hustle, whatever it may be, this is the opportunity that's available to you. And those are really other requirements that we really need for us to be in a partnership together. Someone that really cares about people, someone that loves leading people, and someone that really wants to build a business where they can set themselves up for life. So the opportunity at hand, quite simply, is it's a laptop business. Okay. So again, side hustle or full-time hustle. It's 100% online. You can do them one-on-one coaching if you want live, and also groups live in companies, but we suggest online. It's just more flexible. There's no exclusivity with this agreement. So no one has a territory as such. We give you a full system group coaching model so you can leverage your time. We build a team around you so you can work on the business and you have coaches working in the business. We have 4 live support coaching sessions each week with our team live. You get access to use our technology, which is cutting edge, custom made, and is a game-changing technology. You can use the back end as well, so you can speak to your clients in real time through the chat in the app. And you can see their patterns when they're waking up, what they're doing throughout the day, how they're thinking, how they're feeling. It's quite an in-depth opportunity to really see the systems of the brain. Also, obviously make a bigger difference with our IP and our reach and our brand. Also, you bring your own brand in as well. So you do co-create if you wanted to. Guarantee client results. Now, I don't know another company in the mental wellbeing space that can guarantee their results, and I'll show you how we do that. And you're going to join one of the fastest growing industries in the world today, purely because obviously COVID as well, and where the world is going and the pressures that people are facing. And also really no ongoing fees, right, which I'll walk you through in just a minute. So quite simply, in my opinion, we're quite a one-stop shop. If you have clients that want to reduce and remove these areas in their life, and we do this again through modern day science, and I'll show you that soon, or they really want to improve these areas as well. So this is a personal activation system that is a one-stop shop. Okay, so it's the same system for all. It's taken me 20 years to build. Again, I'll show you that in a minute. So it's a systemized behavioral change program to reduce these areas. So I'm going to take you on a bit of a journey now and talk about the how and when Quality Mind was created, a bit about the global demand, the current impact, the business model, and the financial model, so you can walk away having a good understanding. And then if you want to jump on a call, we're away. Before I get right into it, but most importantly about how I created this and why I created this and when I created this. And so many, many years ago, when I was a young 18-year-old young lad, I was focused on being an elite athlete. And I made it to the top of the league here in Australia at the St Kilda Football Club in 1995. However, very soon amount of time, I didn't have the mental skills and the right attitude, and I was not dealing with life very well because of my environmental concerns and situations that were uncovering in front of me, and I got spat out by the system. And that took me on a really deep, deep time in my life where I had depression, I had high anxiety attacks, panic attacks, I lost my identity, and I had to redesign myself. But at the same time, it was the best thing that ever happened to me, because quite simply is I had to go, I found my passion. Because I was asking the big questions of why we're here, what's my role, what's my purpose, what do I want to do, who actually am I? So you could say I had a midlife crisis at the age of 21, and it was profound. So I took off traveling Australia, and along that journey, I was playing semi-professional football at a lot of sports teams around Australia, and I was also hanging out at new age bookstores. I had mentors in this space. I have found my passion. Now, I'm 47 years old today. I'm married of 12 years and 3 beautiful daughters. But I'm still on that journey somewhat because I love asking the big questions. I now my feet are far more grounded than they used to be when I started to enter this arena. And at the same time, it was quite a difficult time because I was playing football, but then I was meditating every second night with groups and so forth and reading books. But my passion was born. It was the mind. It was, how do I unhack myself? And then I started to use the same systems with other people. But before I got the Quality Mind, I had another business. And that business was, I started to systemize sports football teams, elite sports teams, local sports teams, and I systemized a process to help them win championships really, really quickly. Okay, so that company that was more or less, that strategy quite simply is called the Group Activation System. We had a lot of success, and I ended up building this business all around the world because I realized sport had a small window of opportunity. So I said, business coaches, HR managers all needed this, and surely enough, they did. And so I traveled around the world on stage, coaching coaches for 4 to 5 years and having an amazing time. I think we hit 35 countries in 4 years, and I trained up over 700 coaches purely over that 4-year period. So I was spending 3 to 4 months a year on the plane. Now that business was thriving, it was flying, and I'd end up selling that company 3 years ago to an American company so I could bring Quality Mind through. And the reason being is because for the last 12 years in particular, I was doing all the R&D behind the scenes whilst I was bringing up my other company, which was a group activation system, because I had another business, which is Quality Mind, which is called the Personal Activation System, right? And it's about how to fast track someone from, stuck in a rut, just not getting the best out of their life, to becoming great, from broken to brilliant, because I was learning all these things, psychology and life coaching and getting all these accreditations, but I just wanted the system. I wanted the system, the step-by-step system to get people there super quick without all the mumbo jumbo and all the filler words, right? And that's why it's taken me so long to build. So as I said, it is about reducing this. It is about improving this, but it's called a personal activation system. So there's your snapshot on how I brought this through. So it's been designed along the way, and I've coached thousands of clients in sport, business, and life from all ages, all cultures, and I've seen what the best do. I've seen what the average people do, and I've systemized this approach. So if you're a psychologist, if you're a leader of any particular industry or whatever it may be, this is all about getting people to activate their brain. So yes, this was being built for COVID, because I did foresee that the world was going to go into a mental health issue crisis somewhat, because the way things were happening, like in my opinion, having been a psychologist after psychologist as a kid, I wasn't getting necessarily the results that I needed to change my brain. I was just getting some opportunity to talk, to walk through things, but I didn't change the brain. So that's when I went on this journey. So the global demand right now, as you can imagine, is extraordinary. So this is the right time for us to shine, because we're fully ready for a world that really was waiting for us somewhat. So here we are, and you can see that the global demand right to these days, when you Google these words, mental health programs and mental health, increasing rapidly. Now that's just all around the world as well. So not just in Australia and America. Also, if you look at the, the compound annual growth rate in the mental wellness space, it's at 5%. So it's booming, as you can imagine. So quite simply, conventional mental health and well-being teachings are failing, with worldwide depression and anxiety levels at an all-time high. There is a growing demand for something new that provides remarkably successful and lasting results. This is from a report from the Global Wellness Institute. Medication is clearly not the answer. With around 80% of people ceasing antidepressant medication within 1 month. The efficiency of mental health medications unsuccessful for many, right? So the long-term antidepressant users risking permanent damage to their bodies. Now, our mental unwellness has been a growing public health crisis for some time, with over 15% of the global population suffering from mental and substance abuse disorders. Even dementia is on the rise. Happiness is on the decline in many countries. Stress, worry, sadness, and burnout and loneliness are increasing all around the world. Now, in 2022, COVID accelerated the deterioration of our collective mental health and well-being. The pandemic has exposed the wider gap between mental health needs and mental health resources, as well as our vulnerability to mental distress, even when we do not have a diagnosed mental illness. So in this dire landscape, Quality Mind offers a path forward to help most widespread needs and increase well-being for all. In fact, a big shift towards mental wellness is just the beginning, as a personal pathway towards inner levels of well-being, as a public health and community strategy, and as a business and investment opportunity. And it's dawning on people these days that depression will become the #1 non-fatal disease by 2030. So we need to get to people before they fall into the hole. Now, even if they are in the hole, we've got countless amount of case studies showing you how we've helped those people out. Hence why we said we can guarantee our results. Okay, so when it comes to the current impact of Quality Mind Global, in the last 3.5 years, that should be 3.5 years there, we've exploded around the world with our app and technology.